All right, one of the things in Magic that's been obsessing me recently is subtle uses of sledgehammer techniques. And to cut to the chase today, I'm going to be talking about some subtle applications of the memorized deck. Um, Memorized deck can be used as a brutal weapon to create incredible effects. You can stack deck or memorize deck. For example, if you have an apparently shuffled deck and you do one shuffle and they've got back a new deck order, it's pretty obvious the cards had some kind of prearrangement. I like to use the fact of prearrangement in more subtle ways. At least that's what I'm working on now. So I've been working on effects mainly that use just a touch of the power of the memorized deck, or don't use it at all, but yet retain the stack so that I can apply the features of a memorized deck to later tricks with the implication that the cards are used, that it's a shuffled deck in use, that the cards are well mixed. I've came up with this thing recently because of a discovery I made in a giant compendium, Alan Straight's giant compendium of Stewart James work. And I thought I'd share it with you. Basically, here's the trick. I like it as a stand-up item. What I do is I offer the spectator, I ask him to cut the deck anywhere he'd like and turn over the cards he's cut off and put them back on top. And I suggest that after spreading them like so, that I will be able to name that first face down card, which in this case is the Ace of Hearts. Oh my God, there it is. All right, I offer to do exactly the same thing again, but this time behind my back. I put the cards behind my back, he cuts, all right. Once again, I tell him, but this time without spreading the cards and with seeing neither the face nor the back of the card cut to, I tell him that that card is the Ten of Hearts. And yes, once again, miraculously, let's make sure I get the first one. Once again, I'm absolutely right. I offer to do the trick one more time, but this time absolutely blind. So I go behind my back, he cuts the cards, and I tell him that the card he cut to is in fact the Ace of Diamonds. And I told him that before I even brought the cards forward. But sure enough, that first face down card is indeed the Ace of Diamonds. Now, how does that work? Well, the first two steps I'm sure I don't have to do much explaining about. It's all presentation. The first time I cut, and the card that's going to be the first face-down card in a memorized deck is the next one in the sequence. This is the sixth card in the Aronson stack, the Ace of Spades. The seventh card is the Three of Hearts. So I know it's the Three of Hearts, but I spread them out, apparently scrutinizing them carefully, and maybe I look a little too carefully at that first top card, suggesting to the wise guys that it might be marked. I turn it over, and sure enough, it is the Three of Hearts. I offer to do it again, this time behind my back. And I'm careful this time when they do it, for reasons that will become obvious, I think, afterwards, is that the deck never leaves their sight as I turn back. And I point out that I'm not going to spread the cards at all. I'm not going to even see the back of the card that they cut to. And I know that because this is the 19th card in the Aronson stack, that they've cut to the 20th card, which is the Five of Spades. And I spread out to the Five of Spades. I spread out, and there it is, sure enough, the Five of Spades. But this time I note the last card, the last face-up card before that Five of Spades, and in this case, it's the King of Spades. That's going to be the last card cut to, and here's how that works. Behind my back, they cut the cards, as they had before, only this time, watch what I do, and I'll show you this in more detail later. I'm going to turn the deck over, retaining that card, what was the face card they cut to, as I do so. And I'm going to tell them, before I bring the deck forward, so they know I've seen none of the cards, I'm going to tell them that they cut to the King of Spades. And as I turn around, sure enough, I spread, and that first face down card is indeed the King of Spades. Now, do you see how that worked? Let me show you in greater detail. All right, here's what happens. You've noted what becomes the top card. And when they cut, it doesn't matter what this card is, the Ten of Diamonds. That's the only card they see. They know that, what was the card here? It was the Ten of Spades? Okay, the card I noticed, the Ten of Spades. Okay, when they cut, what was the top card is going to now be the last face-up card. Now, they've cut like this. Well, the cards are behind your back, and the person who's cut seen the Ten of Diamonds. So when you bring that deck forward, you want them to see that 10 of diamonds. However, if you reverse all of the other cards, the card that is now the last face-up card will become the first face-down card. Look what happens. Behind my back, I do this. I drag that 10 of diamonds across the long edge of the deck as I turn over the deck. And now that first face-down card will be that card that was the first the top card of the deck. That's pretty cool. Now do that once again. Okay, the top card is the 10 of diamonds again. I'm going to show you a better cleanup this time. They turn it over. They see the 9 of diamonds. What did I say? What's that card going to be? I forgot. Oh, 10 of diamonds. Okay, let's do it again. So they cut. All right, they cut to the 9 of diamonds. I'm going to flip the deck over so the 9 of diamonds stays on top. And I'm going to announce the 10 of diamonds before I bring the deck forward. Now, the cleanup, which I forgot to do the last time, is to cull out that first card first and to put all of the face-up cards back on top of it. So now that first card, that face card, will be back where it should be, so that when you reveal that 10 of diamonds, the cards, when you put these back on top, the deck will be back in at least its cyclical order, so that, you know, if I cut that 9 of diamonds to the bottom, I've once again got the Aronson stack in order. That's it. And that is, did I say earlier in the video, that is in Stewart James's book called The Henry Christ 203rd Force. And he's got a whole chapter on it in that first volume of that shelf-long Stewart James volume, which is a gold mine, by the way. I'll be exploring more of it, and I might be making some more videos about my discoveries. So thanks for watching. I'm delighted to share with you, and I hope you make good use of this, because it's a pretty cool technique. And at my age, I'd never seen it before, and so maybe some of you haven't. Enjoy.